What's up everybody, welcome back to Homelab Gamer. Today's video is based on a comment that we got from OG Mr. B, who asked, can you do a video on FTB mods like StoneBlock? I was trying to do it through the store, but I can't figure out how to set it up. So in this video, we are going to go over how to do that exactly. I'm going to show you how to install FTB StoneBlock 4 on the AMP server, especially if the built-in store is not working the way you want it to. We'll show you how to manually install the mod where we download the server file, upload it to AMP, and get StoneBlock 4 running. Let's get into it. Before we begin, we need a few things to get ready. First, we need AMP installed and working, have the Minecraft Java instance in AMP, FTB StoneBlock 4 server file, the correct Minecraft version, the correct mod loader, and enough RAM to run the server. Also, you will need access to the AMP file manager. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and find our mod in curseforge. And in here, we're going to make sure that we have the correct version. So it's 1.21.1. We're going to go ahead and click on install via app, and we're going to go ahead and install it. So we're going to go ahead and install this app currently. So it looks like we're missing the server file pack. So here, as you can see here, this other version does have the server file pack. So we're going to go ahead and install that version of it. And then we're going to go ahead and wait a little bit. Once we have it installed, now we can see the server file pack. So we're going to go ahead and click on download, save the file. I already have it saved, so I'm going to go ahead and save it again. This time I'll probably put a v2 at the end. One of the reasons that makes this difficult to install an AMP is that when we download the zip, it only contains about 4 files. One is the install for Windows, one install for Linux, and it's just a script. It doesn't include all the mods inside. Like the one I was using before, Better Minecraft, that one does have all the mods inside that zip file, and this one doesn't. As you can see here, we're going to go ahead and go back to downloads, and we're going to go ahead and extract the file that we just downloaded. As you can see here, you only see the 3 files that I was just mentioning right now. And so we're going to go ahead and install the batch file because that's the one for Windows. And we're just going to go ahead and wait for it to download. Now once it downloads one file only. So we're going to go ahead and delete these because we won't need these no more. And we're going to go ahead and install this file. We're going to go ahead and press allow or yes. I know you're not going to see it on my screen, but that's fine. It's because they do want to install it in this file. We'll go ahead and click on yes and download the Java file yes. So we'll go ahead and download all those files. Next, it will ask you if you want to install the NeoForge. We're going to go ahead and press no. And then here are all the files that we need. So these are the files that we're going to go ahead and install into AMP. We're going to go ahead and delete this one, the install file, because we will need to move it over. And now you see the files that we have. So now we're going to go ahead and go into AMP. And inside AMP, we're going to go ahead and create our instance. And let's go ahead and give it a friendly name. And then after creation, we're going to go ahead and put do nothing. We don't want it to update. We don't want it to start. We don't want it to do anything. This is very important. Make sure you do this step. Now we're going to go ahead and wait for it to finish installing. Now we do see it here. We're going to go ahead and wait a little bit. Okay, now it's idling. Now we're going to go ahead and double click on it. Now we're going to go ahead and click on configuration, go down to Minecraft, and then we're going to go ahead and change the memory limit. Now to figure out the memory limit, the best thing to do is to go back to the curseforge. So we're going to go ahead and go there right now. And then in here, we're going to go ahead and click the 3 dots. Once we click the 3 dots, we're going to go ahead and click on profile options. And then right here, it tells us what the author recommends to put. So I'm going to go ahead and put that much. So we'll go ahead and change that value. And then I like to put this one at 1024. And then there we go. Now let's go into server setup. Now we're going to go ahead and specify the version and then type in NeoForge or click on NeoForge. We're going to go ahead and click on the version that we got over here, which was 21.1.233. Make sure you get the correct version. When I was doing this earlier, I was putting the wrong version and it was not working. So make sure you get that right version. And then we can go ahead and change here, whatever you want to call it. So that you could just, whenever you click on multiplayer, it'll tell you it'll show you the headline. Now, make sure you change the world seed. It's very important because I was using this default world seed, and I kept dying because it put me at a random location. So make sure you do change the world seed on this one. I will go ahead and choose a random one. So it got changed. So now we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and allow analytics. And then we're gonna go ahead and go to gameplay and difficulty. And then we're gonna make sure we allow command blocks. And then we'll go ahead and turn off sleep mode. So we're gonna go ahead and click on download. Once it's finished installing NeoForge, we're gonna go ahead and click on update. So now it's done, we're gonna go ahead and click on update. Now that it's finished, we're gonna go ahead and click on File Manager. And then we're gonna go ahead and connect to FTP. Make sure you do it through the FTP because I know I tried dragging them over and didn't work last time. So the better option is just to go through the app. I usually use WinSCP. And then we're gonna go ahead and put in our password. And this is your password for app. Now we're gonna go here. We see our mod on one side. Make sure you go to the correct path. And then all we're gonna do is just drag it over. You might get an error message saying that I guess the communication got lost. So just go ahead and click on the board and it will reconnect. And just go ahead and reconnect. And then it might ask you, do you want to press the file? I want to go ahead and press yes. And there you go. We copied all the files over. Now we're going to go ahead and close this. It's going to look like it didn't update, but make sure you just click on refresh on the corner. And then once we refresh, we're going to go ahead and click on start and then accept the agreement. Now, as you can see here that it says not listening, I kind of forgot, I didn't pay attention to that in the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and just click on play and run it. And I think the reason it did not go through for the port might have been because I did not click on update once I added those files. So always remember to click on update. So I kept getting this error and I was trying to figure out what was going on. And it's like giving me the same error. So I'm going to go ahead and click on back and go back here, and that's where I finally noticed that the game port is not being listened to, as you can see right here. So we're gonna go ahead and stop it. And then once we stop it, we're gonna go ahead and click on update. Once the files get updated, we're gonna go ahead and click on start. And it did take some time for it to start. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this whole thing. So now that it's started, now you see it says listening and it's not red, so we should be good. So we're going to go ahead and load up the game, click on start. And sometimes you might need to, it might time out, so you just might have to go back. Just go back to the server and launch it again. That's how you install FTB StoneBlock 4 on AMP when the store is not working. A big thanks to OG Mr. B for the video request. If you have another Minecraft mod pack you want me to test on AMP, drop it in the comments. And if it helped you out, like the video, subscribe to Homelab Gamer, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome to the lab, welcome to Homelab Gamer.